Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts. It's Saturday. You know what that means? Of course it means we're here continuing the journey of Green Lantern, the animated series. This is Season 1, Episode 16. Of course, we're not on the title until I get into the episode. Last week's episode, I just recorded a few minutes ago. I'm recording ahead here. Was so freaking cool. I really enjoyed the episode. Oh my god. Tomar Ray, freaking in the episode. We had the Squirrel Green Lantern. I think his name is Chip. Not sure on that. I'm hoping that's his name, but it was really cool to see him. Kilowog is back. Aya got saved. That was really cool. So Aya's now back in the mix. Unfortunately, not her body. The freaking Anti-Monitor's here. He's there. He's a gigantic Anti-Monitor and stuff. And he's the one, of course, that got the Manhunters like back online. We knew that. But he also turned on the factories that are building the Manhunters. So I'm like, what? And I forgot to mention really towards the end of the review portion of the video last week. Oh, yeah. At the very end, Hal got sent through a portal. Which is the same kind of portal that looks, you know, that Anti-Monitor came through in episode 14 at the beginning there. So Hal is now presumably missing. He's not dead. He was sent somewhere into space or somewhere. So I'm guessing we're going to find out in this episode where he was sent to and what this means moving forward. Because we still don't have Razer in the mix. I'm guessing Tomar and Kilowog are also going to be trying to find Hal and try to see if they can locate him. And Hal's going to figure out what the hell he is. And Aya doesn't have a body as of yet. I'm assuming Aya's going to remake her body or do something. That's my theory. That's my guess. Because you've already introduced that element in terms of where she can make her own body through the ship. So I'm assuming she'll do the same thing again. That's my theory. We'll see what happens. So without further ado, guys, let's get into the episode. Let's see what they show us in this episode, guys. I'm excited. I'm really enjoying this back half so far. And overall, like I said, I've been enjoying the show as well. So can't wait to dive in and continue. Let's go. Let's get into it. Damn, that sucks. What the hell?
Do not whistle happily in the morn as you make your way to the factories.
Attention! You are in non-compliance with several public safety ordinances.
Fuck?
Please disperse. Don't listen to this boy.
What the fuck is this episode? Oh! Wow. Okay.
Don't root for that radical. Anyone cheering will be sent to the workhouses.
Where the hell is he?
Glad you could join us.
Yeah.
I am Lady Catherine.
Hello.
This is my associate in Bow, Gil Broom, Esquire.
Hal Jordan. I'm a steam lantern.
Steam Lantern.
I'm not having it off. I modelled myself after a bloke who saved our entire planet. Wore a red shirt and a cape. You know it. A Green Lantern with
Red shirt and again. What? What?
Hard to find, Ian. It's the rare element that powers the suit's boiler and flange combustion motivator. It's not all wine and hoses here. Duke
I can
Nigel
tell.
rules with an iron fist.
The old guy you were fighting became a proper tyrant, he did. Turned our world into one massive industrial nightmare. It calls itself the Anti-Monitor. Anti-Monitor, huh?
My Gil defeated the beast, sent it packing to another universe. Hit it so hard, the very sky ripped. See? Perhaps you're from the universe where Gil chased the Dragoon.
So that's why no one's answering. I must have been blasted through.
Oh.
Your Duke Nigel certainly seems interested in the sun.
Will it work? Come on.
Died, we would have saw his ring fly off to find a new owner, right? Jordan's one of the toughest ring slingers
not
in
dead.
the Corps. Where do you get off the sidewalk?
Come in.
Shut your talk hole, Jordan. I'm right in the middle.
Green Lantern Hal is not registering in this sector at all.
Exactly.
That's because I'm not in your sector, or universe.
Well, how do we bring you back?
There's a big rip in the sky here, just like the one over Buyout. The Anti-Monitor used it to cross over. Well, evidently, a Green Lantern has been here before. If he could find a way back, so can we.
How did they not hear them walking up? In fact, none of you are living here alive.
Steam Lantern.
Steam Lantern. So,
I only wish credit's where credit is due, madam.
let's see, he's on the hymn.
If you bother these two again, I'm gonna have to bring this place down around your ears. You get me?
I say.
Hal here saved us.
Yes.
Posh. Hal helped, of course.
Do you really have to go? That's
Yes.
kind of important. Bit of our universe and all. He's the one that saved the planet, not me. That space dragoon was eating it piece by piece.
Oh.
Turns out he made a deal with the devil.
What?
Told the beast if he spared our planet, he'd invent a ray to cut through to another dimension. Didn't know about the professor's bargain with the creature, but when it showed up to use the portal,
I gave it the old 1-2. And sent that dragoon away just as he had negotiated.
But they think, okay.
Right blinking fraud I am.
Oh, come on.
Is there any way you could stay and help me fight Duke Nigel? Being a hero isn't always about fighting.
100%.
It's about protecting those who can't protect themselves.
There it is. Let's figure this out.
I wish you good luck. I don't think you need...
It's not gonna be this easy. He's not gonna be able to go back that quick.
Thought I'd add a few pot shots of my own. Get home.
Yeah,
I'll
go,
deal
go.
with him.
Come on, Jordan.
There you go. Oh, shit. You gotta do something now, yep. Hal's the hero. He had to make the decision. I know he wasn't gonna go through the right then. Careful, careful. That's unique, I gotta admit.
Had her all the way, Gil. But it's now impossible for you to get back to your universe.
If you use that ring, Green Lantern, I'll be forced to fire. You'll
Well,
never
shit.
Stop resisting.
If you'll let my Lady Catherine leave, I'll give you what you want. I will admit to everyone that I'm well and truly a fraud.
Don't let him force you to lie.
There's
That's
no
just it,
lie.
isn't it? It's not a lie.
Hello. My name is Gil Broom, Esquire.
Steam
Or as you know
Lantern.
me, it was Duke Nigel who saved the world from the space
He didn't
dragoon
save the
known as
world.
the Anti-Monitor.
He worked with
His
the
deal with the
Anti-Monitor.
monsters
Yeah.
made us all.
I've been proud to be your girl since we were sweethearts. Nothing will ever change that.
Steam.
I am not the villain here. I only created my mechanoids to bring the people any news I had in a timely manner.
You are the villain of the story. Just saying.
What have I done?
Wait, what?
While the Anti-Monitor did not harm our planet, it ate most of the nuclear atomic fuel in our sun before it left. It seems I am the most despicable person in not one, but two entire universes.
Don't think I want to live on a world without a sunrise.
Me neither. How would we know
Sad.
when it was time for tea?
What's the plan then? There's no sun.
But to create a fissure in space the size you've asked for, there's only power to do it once. Then, my equipment will burn out for good.
Careful, careful. Oh, oh my god, they're bringing the whole Earth over. Oh my god. That is crazy. Oh my god. This is crazy. Ooh, shit.
This isn't bad.
I believe I have found your friends, one of whom is quite an angry fellow. What do you mean by we?
Me and a couple billion new friends.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. When this episode first started, I'm like, Hal is in a weird time period, like a kind of like old industrial Victorian kind of like style era, like it's an older style, like Peaky Blinders in a way, in terms of like the way the characters are dressing. But there's these giant mechs from Nigel or whatever, this character who was like the villain of the story. And I'm like, what the hell's going on here? Like, did he go like time period, like whatever? Turns out he went to a completely different universe, and this is the universe that the Anti-Monitor came from. So there's a pretty big tie into this. I'm like, at first I'm like, what is this episode? And then it kept going. I'm like, wait a minute, what, the Anti-Monitor? He made a deal with this guy, and then he turned the whole planet into like this whole thing to where they're like, basically he made a deal with the Anti-Monitor, and then he helped the Anti-Monitor go to another universe. I would have never guessed that this episode was going to end with them bringing the whole entire planet over to our universe. I was thinking, what he's like, okay, we got the coordinates. They're gonna open a portal, and there's a sun, right? There's a sun. A sun's gonna float in or something like that. Was my guess, which would have been pretty interesting as well. But no, we're bringing the whole entire planet over to save it. Holy shit! An even bigger holy shit. I don't know, maybe not, depending on what you think in terms of how excited or how interesting it is to name drop this and to give a little Easter egg, a little hint. Alan Scott, the first ever Green Lantern, was not name dropped, but he was hinted at. They said red shirt cape, like, wait a minute, Alan Scott. Oh, I fucking loved it. That was so cool. Probably not going to see him, but that was awesome. But it begs the question, and Hal even brought it up. Well, there was a Green Lantern that was over here at one point, so there must have been a way he got back. Where did he come from? I have questions. Anyways, I love that. Love that. Love that. It's so cool they did that. But the reveal of bringing the whole planet over is just bonkers as hell. The fact that they, like, Hal was able to help with that process with his, like, basically, you know, ring losing its power almost empty is pretty insane too. And I also like the change of, like, the pacing of the episode. And maybe pacing's not the right word. The change of the trajectory of the episode. Because the trajectory was, we have this guy who is a steam lantern. He has like a steampunk kind of like Iron Man, Green Lantern-esque kind of suit. Looks like, reminds me a lot of like Iron Man 1, like the first ever suit Tony Stark built, you know, whatever, to become Iron Man. It's like the silvered out one, the really bulky one. Reminds me of that. They have like, they named it like, I forgot like the name, but it was like, it's like referring to the fact that it's so hard to find this mineral to power up this machine. And the presumption was, oh, the steam lantern, he's the one who sent the anti-monitor. No, it was actually, he was shooting at it and attacking it, trying to stop it when the Duke sent over, like, the ray or whatever from his telescope, like, device he's made that sends the anti-monitor. So they thought, oh, the lantern, he saved the day. And so that caused the whole spiel, it caused the whole thing. They all forgave each other. They all got on the same page before they realized, oh, the sun just went out. Our sun just went out. Everything shifted from there, because I was expecting the episode was going to end with this Duke, this Nigel guy, getting his ass handed to him and all this stuff. And then the Steam Lantern, like, they're all good. They're all back to normal. But no, it gets even crazier. Like, the fact that they do that twist, they do that switch, I really appreciate it, because I was not expecting that to happen. But it adds so much more depth to the episode, because at first the episode was okay, got better. Holy shit, what? And then we bring through the planet. I'm like, my God, this episode took a turn in a good direction, and it really made it more interesting. So now the question is, do we see the Steam Lantern again? Do we see these characters again? I'm assuming no, but that's just my guess. I have no idea. But I like the fact that there was, he was inspired by Alan Scott to become a hero. He was inspired to do that, but unfortunately he doesn't have a ring, because he's in a universe, I'm assuming, that doesn't have Green Lanterns, so he had to make his own kind of like version of a lantern, a steam lantern, which I like that. I like I don't know if that's a thing from the comics, I have no clue, but that's very cool. Like they did that. So whether it's in the comics or not, or something they originally made, the original that they made here, I don't know. It could be from the comics. I have no clue, but I'm going to look into it more, because I'm like, this is really freaking cool. Like, this is awesome. So that was nice. Also expected too that Kilowog and Tomar was going to be involved in the episode. Not as much, but they were at least a part of the narrative in terms of, like, we can actually hear, you know, them, and of course Aya as well. So we can actually hear and see them a little bit, because of course it was a focus on the Hal thing. But I also, like I said, like to tie into the Anti-Monitor, because it makes sense. He was sent through a portal on the same planet that the Anti-Monitor came from, a portal to that planet. So it makes sense that he got sent to where the Anti-Monitor was. Question is, where did the Anti-Monitor come from? Did he come from that universe? I'm guessing he did, right? Like, how did he get to that universe? Or was he born there? Like, I don't know. Like, I have questions. I have no idea. Like, what the hell? So, yeah, interesting. Just a lot of interesting little developments here. So now we are 3 episodes into the new arc. We have not seen Razer. I'm hoping we see him soon, because we don't have many more episodes left to go. We still have a handful. We still got a fair bit to go, but we don't have that many left. So I hope we get to see Razer soon, because I really liked his character. I like the dynamic he had. So I'm hoping we get to see more of him. And I'm guessing now that we're going to see Tomar, even though he's really a part of this because Hal, you know, was sent through and everything. And even he was thinking, like, Hal's dead. Like, no, Kilowog's point was very valid. We didn't see the ring fly off. We didn't see it. So he's not dead. Because if he's dead, the ring would fly off. The ring is actually just going to kind of chill and hang out and go, I'm going to stay out here for a bit. No, it's going to fly off and find someone else, or it's going to go back to Oa. One of the two. So the fact that it didn't do that, Hal's alive. Question, though. If Hal would have hypothetically died when he got through the universe and the portal closed, right? And he went through and everything, and he died, hypothetically, would the ring find somebody on that planet, presumably, that would take the lantern ring? I'm guessing yes. But if it couldn't find anybody, how would it return to Oa? It can't. So no, I think the lantern ring would just be stuck somewhere, which now begs the question. This is random, I'm bringing this up, but I just thought about this. Has there been other instances? Because, I mean, Alan Scott somehow got to that planet through a portal, somehow, some way. So, have there been other lanterns that have been gone through portals? Because I'm assuming there's been black holes and stuff that lanterns have flown through or have basically been sucked into, and they presumably go somewhere else in the universe, or potentially another universe. Who knows, right? The Anti-Monitor found a way through a damn portal through another universe. What if there's been other instances and other beings that have done this, and other lanterns have been stuck in other universes that don't have Green Lanterns? What happens to those rings? There's a lot of layers to that question. You know what I'm saying? A lot of layers get to the point of the question. Like, I'm just curious, like, what would happen? So I guess in this instance, I guess the ring would try to find somebody suitable within that universe where that planet was before we moved it. That's my guess of Hal died. If he did not. But just saying, like, that would be crazy. But then again, you couldn't power it up. There's no freaking lantern. Man, you're screwed. So it'd be kind of pointless. But it is fascinating to bring up because we saw that. Hal went through the multiverse. Hal went to another universe. Crazy. So, what do you guys think of the episode? I'm curious to know your thoughts. Whatever thoughts you have, guys, please let me know in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace out.